Why do people not, and nobody know likes fruitcake? Why do we have that? That is, I mean, it's just like, okay, let's just put all this in there. Or mince pie. You like mince pie? Ooh. Christmas pudding originated as a 14th century porridge that was made of beef and mutton with raisins, currants, prunes, wines, and spices. Doesn't sound good to me, mutton. This would often be more like soup and was eaten as a meal in preparation for the Christmas festivities. By the 1500s, the Christmas pudding was already slowly changing into a plum pudding. Okay, having been thickened with eggs, breadcrumbs, dried fruit, and given more flavor, with the addition of beer. There you go. Maybe we could get into this Christmas pudding. Beer and spirits. It became the customary Christmas dessert around 1600s. In 1714, it was reestablished as part of a Christmas meal. Having tasted and enjoyed plum pudding, by Victorian times, the puddings had changed into something similar to the ones that are eaten today. I've never had a Christmas pudding. Yeah. Spirits. Spirits, too. Has anybody ever had a Christmas pudding? Anybody? One superstition says the pudding should be made with 13 ingredients to represent the disciples and Jesus. And every member of the family should take turns to stir the pudding with a wooden spoon from east to west. Okay. And the Sunday before Advent Sunday, last Sunday is sometimes known as Stir Up Sunday. Okay. Although Christmas puddings are eaten at Christmas, some customs associated with the pudding are about Easter too. The decorative sprig of holly on the top of the pudding is supposed to be representing the crown of thorns. Brandy or another alcoholic drink is sometimes poured over the pudding and lit. Works for me. In the Middle Ages, holly was also thought to bring good luck and to have healing powers. So there you go. Puddings in big, rich houses were often cooked in fancy molds, like jelly molds and stuff. These were often the shape of towers or castle. Us normal people had puddings in the shape of balls. If the pudding was a bit heavy, they were called cannonballs. Okay. Nope, me either. I didn't either. I still, like in the Christmas pudding, it's like wrapped up or something. Apparently it's got beef and stuff in it. Ooh, I don't know. And the tradition seems to date back to the 12th night cake, which was eaten during the festivities on the 12th night of Christmas. Originally, a dried pea or bean was baked in the cake, and whoever got it was king or queen for the night. Here, you get a pea. Lucky you. Records of this practice going back to early 1300s. The bean was also sometimes a silver ring or a small crown. You might also get other items, tokens or party favors, placed in the Christmas pudding. You could get a bachelor's button. It's a single man found it, they would be a bachelor for the following year. A Spencer Old Maid Thimble. If a single woman got one, they would be, single for the following year. A ring can be found in the pudding also. If a single person found this, it meant you will get married in the following year or be rich. I know. What silly me. What was I thinking? Never, ever do that. I apologize. I know better. Shame on me. Never, never, never. So anyway, that's the Christmas pudding. Looks kind of gross to me. I'll make you one, Jamie. Trying to talk and type at the same time. I'll make sure there's one in it. Yeah, silly me. What was I thinking? Anybody? I love ice sculptures. Anybody ever go see some made? And of course, you have St. Nicholas, Father Christmas, Père Noel. Got all kinds of stuff going on. Names of Old Man Christmas, Father Christmas, St. Nicholas, Kris Kringle, Santa Claus or Santa Claus. So you have all kinds of names for him. Did you know Rudolph might actually be a girl? Only female reindeer keep their antlers throughout the winter. Well, by Christmas time, most males have discarded their antlers and are saving their energy to grow a new pair in the spring. What do you know? Everyone agrees he travels through the sky at night, pulled by a sleigh by reindeer. He comes into houses down the chimneys and, of course, leaves the presents. But some people, in some countries, they get their presents on St. Nicholas Eve, which is December 5th. Cool. St. Nicholas putting the bag of gold into a stocking is probably where the custom of having a tangerine at the bottom of your Christmas stocking came from. People couldn't afford gold. Golden fruit was a good replacement. And then later on, of course, unusual fruits. The biggest Christmas stocking was 51 meters. It was 168 feet, 5.5 inches. Holy cow, long. 168 feet, 5.5 inches long, and 70 feet wide from heel to toe. It was made the Voluntary Emergency Services Organization in Italy on January 5th, 2011. Just think how many presents you could fit in that. And of course you have Santa. Here's an urban legend. Santa's red suit was designed by Coca-Cola. No, that is not true. During Victorian times and before that, he wore a range of colors, red, green, blue. But red was always his favorite. In January 1800s, Harper's Weekly published the first illustration of St. Nicholas. In this, he was wearing a Stars and Stripes outfit. And of course, we all know Norman Rockwell's wonderful Christmas scenes that he painted. He's above his house. Of course he is. Of course he is. Coca-Cola used Santa in their advertising since the 1930s. Wow, that is hard to believe. And in 1995, they introduced a Coca-Cola Christmas truck. Yeah, exactly. In the holidays are coming advertising. The red truck covered with lights and with a classic Coke Santa is now a famous part of Christmas history. Gotta love Coke and Christmas. You really do. Okay, Christmas trees. Well, we kind of talked about that a little bit last week. Thousands of years, they used the branches of it to decorate their homes during the winter solstice. It made them think of spring to come. Nobody is really sure when fir trees were first used as Christmas trees. It probably began about 1,000 years ago in Northern Europe. Early Christmas trees seem to have been hung upside down using chains from chandeliers or lighting hooks. Why would I wonder why they hung them upside down. That's kind of strange. Seems like a lot of work. That would be weird. Other early Christmas trees were cherry or hawthorn plants that were put into posts and brought inside, and hopefully flower at Christmas time. I have 2 Christmas cactuses. Does anybody else have those? They've bloomed about 5 times already this year, if not more. Looks like they're ready to bloom again, too. If you couldn't afford a real plant back then, you made pyramids of wood and were decorated to look like a tree with paper, apples, and again, the candles, so it burnt down your house, of course. That's like Thanksgiving. You're frying a turkey. Wow. We're not even going to go there. That's a whole different story there. The wooden pyramid trees are meant to look like paradise trees, maybe. The first documented use of a tree at Christmas and New Year's is supposed to be in Latvia. Go figure. In the 1400s. Wow. So, yeah, we kind of talked about the Christmas trees last week. So that is definitely a tradition. Wassailing and mumming. Wassailing is an ancient custom that is rarely done today. The word wassail comes from the phrase wassail, good health. Originally, the wassail was a drink made of mulled ale, curdled cream, roasted apples, eggs, cloves, ginger, nutmeg, and sugar. Ugh. Ugh. Gag. Mulled ale, curdled cream. Ugh. Eggs, cloves, etc. It was served from huge bowls made of silver. There's a guy in Oxford University has a wassail bowl that is covered with silver. It can hold 10 gallons of this stuff. Mix it well. Mix it well. Wow. Wassailing was traditionally done on New Year's Eve and the 12th night of Christmas, but some people drank wassail on all 12 days. The drink mixture was sometimes called lamb's wool because the pulp of the roasted apples looked all frothy and looked like lamb's wool. Here's a recipe for it if anybody wants it. I do have one if you want it. It's dry cider, ginger root, cloves, a blade of mace, nutmeg, ground coriander, cardamom, sugar, lemon, water, egg yolks, sugar, 6 small cooking apples. Wow, that's the